Did I scare you?
What are you doing?
Hey guys, my name is Beth and you're watching the unofficial knockoff of Crash Course. Today we will be discussing about the reliability of memory. Memory is usually visualized as a tape recorder where a person can rewind all the events that had happened prior, which is common with what many jurors believe during their criminal trial when there is a person that is giving their eyewitness testimony. Further research challenges the reliability of memory due to its reconstructive nature. This means that we subconsciously rebuild our memories anytime we try to recall them. A significant aspect in regards to rebuilding memory is that it may be influenced by other factors such as emotion, unrelated memories, and schemas. And these can pretty much mix up the sequence and the validity of events within your mind. This may lead to a person recalling a different set of events anytime they try to recall their memories. It's important to note that schemas are typically a mental representation of a particular object, person, situation, or event. Information that is consistent with their schemas will be remembered very well, whereas information that is inconsistent with their schemas may be either forgotten or distorted in order to try to fit what our schema would be of a certain event or situation. Also, if a person can't remember what happened during a certain event, usually what would happen is that they would try to fill in these missing gaps with information and pretty much their ideal schema of what that event is. There are several errors that one can make due to the reconstructive nature of memory. One of these is confabulation, which is basically when the brain tries to fill in these missing gaps in our memories. And a study that really does show reconstructive memory as well as confabulation is Bartlett, 1932.
The study we'll be discussing today in relation to the reconstruction of memory is Bartlett from 1932. This study aimed to investigate whether people's memories for a story is affected by previous knowledge, for example schemas, and the extent to which memory is reconstructive. In this study, participants were read a Native American folktale known as The War of the Ghosts. Following the initial reading, participants were then asked to attempt two different types of memory reproduction. The first was serial reproduction, where participants were asked to reproduce the story 15 minutes after the initial reading, and then repeatedly over a period of months or years. The second was repeated reproduction, where participants then had to tell the story to a peer participant, which then had to tell another, and then it continued so on like a game of telephone.
In conclusion, this study truly exemplifies how reconstruction can severely impact the accuracy of our memory recall, as well as reliability, which refers to the consistency in results if repeated under the same circumstances. The participants were not familiar with the War of the Ghosts tale, and so while passing this tale on to others, they unconsciously altered a few of these details in order for the details to fit into their cultural expectations and schemas, because they could not retain or recall everything that was said during the tale. It was also noted that this recall only got worse and worse from participant to participant, because more and more of the original story was being lost due to the subject's interpretation and alteration of details of the original story. Oh, you guys are still here? Aw, I'm glad you haven't forgotten me yet, but remember to always keep that memory in check.